Hi Jan, it's JJ from Washington. I just wanted to show you some pictures about how I arranged all the new books that you helped me buy. So first of all, thank you for that. And I organized all the books on a couple different tables, and even on the bottom of this picture right here, I also made a book checkout wish list. So when students come to the library in the future, once the books are on the shelves, they'll know where to find them. So I have the title on one column, and then on the other column I have the call letters or call numbers, so the students will be able to use that to help them in the future. So I hope you enjoy these pictures, and thank you for this wonderful idea. I definitely got all of this from you, so thank you. Here are some of the books. So I have some Iris and Walter books down at the bottom of the screen. And then when we went to that book fair preview at Anderson's, here are some of the books that they recommended that I really liked. And then on the top left, there's a princess book, and then you can see a Cars bedtime story book. In this picture, I have some fiction chapter books, and then I also have some non-fiction picture books. So in the upper left, those are Dan Gutman books, and those are really great for second graders and third graders, and also ELL students. They really enjoy those. And then towards the center of the page, and then at the bottom, there's some non-fiction books that students will really enjoy. On this picture, up top, I have the cat conspiracy and the dog disaster, and then also the hamster book that goes with that, and also some nerds books up there. And then towards the middle, I have some Haddocks books, and then I also have another nerd book. And then next to that, I have the Lemonade War, which is a very popular book right now. And then on the bottom, I just sort of put some different books together just so students could be interested. So I have Constable and Toop and some other ones down there. In this picture, on the top row, I have Words with Wings and Call of the Klondike, which we heard at the book talk at Anderson's a couple of weeks ago. And then next to that, I have books from the Familiars series. So the new Familiars book just came out, so Palace of Dreams was just released in December, so I'm really excited to get that on the shelves. And in the middle, I have some more Haddocks books, so Among the Hidden, that whole series. And then towards the bottom, on the bottom, we have books that are written by N.D. Wilson, so he's one of my personal favorite authors, and he made the 100 Cupboards series, so it's 100 Cupboards, Daniel on Fire, The Chestnut King, and then he also wrote books like The Dragon's Tooth or the Ashtown Burials series, so that's one of my personal favorites. In this picture, I wanted to feature the new Diary of the Wimpy Kid book that just came out, so I stood that one up so you can see that on the upper left-hand corner. And then towards the middle, I have Because of Mr. Trupp, and Mr. Trupp Falls Again. You can't see that though because it's blurred out right in the middle of the screen. But next to that, I have the Alice Miranda series, so I have Alice Miranda at school, Alice Miranda on vacation, and then the new one is right in between those. So I'm excited to read that one. I haven't read it yet, but I know the kids are really going to like that. Those books are very popular at Washington. And then along the bottom, you can see that I added some books to the Origami Yoda series, and then next to that, in the bottom right-hand corner, I ordered some more copies of the 39 Clues for students to enjoy. In this picture, on the top of the screen, you can see that I have some more 39 Clue books that are set up, and then in the middle I have Savvy and Scumble on the left, and then I have the Lemonade War, and then I have some classic books like Because of Winn-Dixie and Bud Not Buddy, which are on the Blue STEM list for this year. And then along the bottom I just have some more picture books that are also award-winning books that the students are really going to enjoy. So some of my favorites, I really like Nubs, and then I like Bones. In the next couple pictures, these are the non-fiction books. Mostly they are from the Pebble Plus series. And so in the upper left, I have a book on Abraham Lincoln, and I also have some books that have been paired up with that would be good for a classroom set that a teacher can use, or if students are really interested in Abraham Lincoln, they can use those. I also have some more dog books that I got. So I got German Shepherds, all about poodles, chihuahuas, etc. Just because students really seem to like those dog books, and we don't have the greatest collection here, so I definitely wanted to expand that to make it better. Here are some more nonfiction books from the Pebble Plus series. Along the bottom, I have some primate books because we didn't have a good monkey or primate collection in the library, and so I definitely wanted to add a couple of different types of books on there so students can learn more about monkeys and other primates. And here are the last of the nonfiction Pebble Plus books that I got. In this picture we have some Emerson Walter books up top that second grade students are really going to enjoy. In the bottom left we have Tap the Magic Tree, which is just like the book Press Here, and so the reader can press on each page and turn the page and different stuff sort of happens to the magic tree. So as they go through, they tap different parts and new stuff happens. In the bottom right, this is probably one of my favorite picture books that we're getting. It's called No Monkeys, No Chocolate, and we heard about this a couple weeks ago at the Anderson's book talk. But basically this is about if there were no monkeys, there would not be any chocolate. In this picture, there are some fiction picture books. In the upper right, I have some books from Mo Willems that the students are really going to enjoy. We already have a good collection here, but I wanted to get some more books to expand that. Along the bottom, I have some Disney princess books. So on the lower left and lower right, you can see those. And then in the middle, there's a Disney scary storybook collection. So it's sort of bedtime stories that students can read at night that I think they're really going to enjoy. This is just an overview shot of one of the tables. So I have the Dan Gutman books that I already explained a little bit ago in the upper right, and then I have some other picture books that are some are fiction, some are nonfiction on this table. In this picture, this is an overview of one of the tables that I already talked about, but on the left side I have called the Klondike in the lower left, and then I have the Familiar series right next to that. In the middle, I have a bunch of books by Haddix, and then on the right side, I have all the Wilson books from the 100 Cupboard series or the Ashtown Burials. Here's another overview. On the left side, I have some award-winning picture books from this year. Down the middle, I have Because of Mr. Truck and Mr. Truck Falls Again. I also have the Alice Miranda series. And then in the upper right, I have some 39 Clues. And then in the bottom right, I have books like Origami Yoda and other books from that series. In this picture, this is the overview of all the different books that I just purchased and now have on display. I'm going to leave this display up for 1 week, and books will be available for checkout on January 28th. Teachers were coming through and students were coming through, and they're really excited to check out these books, and I'm encouraging students to write down on the wish list for the book checkout to write down their popular titles, write down the call letters, the call numbers, so they know once they're put back on the shelves where to go find them. So thank you so much, Jan, for all your help. I really appreciate you taking the time to show me, and you really helped me work through step one all the way to the final step, and I really appreciate that. Thank you for even giving me this idea to display the books, and I think this is a really great idea that I'm definitely going to use in the future. So thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it.